one discussion that you would always have कि अरे यार ये तो होना ही चाहिए था और ये हम कर ही रहे हैं और आज ये हमारा विजन है, हम यहाँ पहुँच रहे हैं, तो ये हमने एक दिन बैठ के सोचा था और आज हो रहा है.
A lot of thoughts, but one thought when we had like 300 family in the town, and only 10% people were with us.
Right, and the biggest temple, the biggest name in the whole of the world, where even celebrities are going and celebrating, is of course Siddivinayak Temple from Mumbai.
There are a lot of other Siddivinayak Temple, they give their name, but with the approval of the trustee of Siddivinayak from Mumbai,
that it's a Sukha Karta and Dukha Harta.
Yes.
Right, that we are bringing to New Jersey.
Yes. Community who pray together, stay together. And that's what I want to say. Jai Shree Siddhivinayak.
Hello, namaste, केम छो and welcome back to another episode of एम्बी टॉक्स. मैं हूं आपका होस्ट सूरज मेहता और आज हमारे साथ है ऑल द वे फ्रॉम मुंबई in New Jersey, Parthiv Bhatt. Let me just tell you about Parthiv Bhatt. He is one of the biggest members of trust committee here in New Jersey of a temple, जिसके बारे में आज हम बात करेंगे. और ये सुन के आप एकदम ही शॉक में आ जाओगे कि इंडिया के बाद the only second largest temple, especially for सिद्धिविनायक, made in New Jersey, America. और इनके ट्रस्टी आज हमारे साथ पार्थिव भट्ट. पार्थिव भाई
नमस्ते. थैंक यू फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी.
पहले तो हम शुरू करें उसके पहले
जय श्री सिद्धिविनायक.
जय श्री सिद्धिविनायक, गणपति बाप्पा मोरिया. सो पार्थिव भाई, वेलकम टू एम्बी टॉक्स. पहले तो थोड़ा सा आपके बारे में जानना चाहेंगे. आप कहाँ से हो, आप अमेरिका में कितने साल से हो, तो थोड़ा सा इफ़ यू कैन टेल अस.
आई एम फ्रॉम मुंबई. I used to stay right near Prabha Devi. So I'm very well connected with my heart and soul connected with the Siddivinayak Temple. And I'm in US from last 35 years. And I live in Toms River. That's the reason the temple is in Toms River now.
Right. Okay.
And we have so many devotees and so many people requirement was to have Siddivinayak Temple in Toms River or New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And we made it happen. It's a group effort, not only mine.
Of course, I mean anything that we create in this world, and especially when it comes to God.
Yes.
And more than God, when it comes to Ganpati Bappa, yes, it's always a group effort.
Yes.
For our audience who doesn't know where Tom River is, can you just explain where Tom's River exactly falls?
Tom's River is basically in the South Jersey. Mm-hmm. It's a shore town. Mm-hmm. It's right near the ocean. Same thing like Mumbai, Prabha Devi is right near Worli and near ocean. So Siddivinayak Temple is right on a Route 9, which is a major highway.
And since that New Jersey is also known as the mini India of America,
yes,
you're just trying to create the exact Mumbai feel in Tom's River as well, right?
Absolutely.
Which is amazing. Like, and this thought just came into my mind that, you being in America for almost 30-35 years.
Yes.
A lot of people, they just think when they come to America that who cares about India, I mean, now I'm an American. But even after 30-35 years, having touched to the culture, touched to the roots, how have you kept yourself one with the idea of like that culture with Siddhivinayak and the devotion that you have?
Right. I always used to totally connected with all this community work, and since I was in Mumbai. Mm-hmm. And so more spiritual side. So when I came here, in Ocean County, we had many families, but no temple. So we have to travel 50 miles north or south to go to the temple. And so that idea came, like we have to have something in the town.
Correct.
And that was the reason, because I felt like our town, the next generation will suffer if we don't take any step now.
Right.
And that was the reason we move ahead and make sure that we have something in the town.
Amazing. That is to bring the culture to the town and the members of that town, right? Let me understand this from you, from your personal beliefs. How have you still kept yourself one with the culture? Like, you still talking about your culture, you still doing something hard after 30 years about Ganpati Bappa, so how have you kept yourself one with the culture?
There are a lot of challenges. Lot of challenges comes when you do this kind of good work, or for even goal is to keep our Sanatan Dharma alive and pass on to heritage to our future generation.
Correct.
So you have to drive yourself. You cannot just say that, oh, I'm done. Why should I care? No, you can't do that.
Right.
You have to have a good team effort, and you have to surround yourself with the people who are going to support you and who believe in your ideas. And so once you surround yourself with those kind of people, it automatically push you at that level.
Understood. So what you try to say is like you do surround yourself with a community that also is one with the culture,
Yes.
even after living in this country away from India, which is
Yes.
almost like 7,000 miles away from India, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
We still hold that culture of, okay, there is a God, there is Hindutva, there is Sanatani, as you just said.
Yes.
And let's keep the focus from just Ganpati Bappa aside to coming the whole picture of Hinduism, right?
Right.
How was it challenging for you when you came first to America? Was it really like difficult for you to find a temple, or was it just like like how could you manage yourself?
Yes, you're right. Once you come to US, like wherever you first put your bag, you generally try to settle there. You find the job, and you have to survive. And same thing happened with me. I had to survive. I had to go to college. I had to do my own stuff. But to go to temple, I had to drive 50 miles north or 50 miles south.
Right.
Of course, I had to take my parents, and so that culture we try to keep that alive in our home, and that constantly drive me. And once I reach at certain level, I said, okay, this is the time we have to have something,
Right.
and always want to give back something to society.
Correct.
And so those kind of heart you have to go back and okay, what I can do for others,
Right.
not be what people can do for me. And that was the plus point in me, or positive approach. Carry forward.
That's like the art of giving is something where people like you do bring in bigger picture stuff
Yes.
in the world, where people who are just selfish about themselves, that they want everything,
Then-
tend to become millionaires and billionaires, but then they don't do anything for the society. So tell our audience something that because in India there is still a notion that outside India the Sanatan Dharma is not that strong. The culture of Indian religious culture outside India is not that strong. So how are we trying to hold that and preserve it in countries like America or Canada, or there are like temples across the world?
Right.
How are we trying to preserve that?
I agree to disagree on that, because a lot of people think that in India they think that there is no culture is not preserved in America, but it's other way around. We try to bring our kids to the temple, try to have so many other avenue. We try to explain them our culture as a religious wise, and why we do certain things, why we don't do certain things. And nowadays they listen. And of course, this social media is helping a lot in this. Previously, 15 years or 20 years back, there was no social media influence on the kids, but nowadays it's much easier
Right,
than before.
which brings them to temples, and to their religion. Look, like, and especially like in this today's world where we are seeing Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, himself promoting the Hindutva, and then the Ram temple coming in Ayodhya, and now the biggest Kumbh happening. So of course social media does help a lot of people nowadays. And I have noticed this one thing, since I've been in America for a long time as well, that more than me coming from India, I'm not that integrated with the culture
Right.
when it comes to religious part of it. But kids here who are even younger than me are so knowledgeable
Yes.
for the same culture. So kudos to you guys, like, the first generation that came here,
Right.
that has helped a lot of knowledge sharing here.
Absolutely, and I would also give number to our Prime Minister Modi. Because of him, lot of momentum started,
Right.
and people understand. Yes, we need temple. We need a place to we can have a one roof,
Correct.
and our Sanatan Dharma really prosper
Correct.
because of
Correct.
that.
Amazing. So, coming to our main discussion of the day, where the the first name that comes to our mind, where when we start any new thing,
Right.
is Ganpati Bappa,
Yes.
right? And the biggest temple, the biggest name in the whole of the world, where even celebrities are going and celebrating, is of course Siddhivinayak Temple from Mumbai.
Absolutely. Yes.
And you are trying to recreate Siddhivinayak in USA. So is it right to say that after the main Siddhivinayak in Mumbai,
Yes.
is this the second Siddhivinayak in the whole of the world?
Yes, I would say yes. There are a lot of other Siddhivinayak temple. They give their name, but with the approval of the trustee of Siddhivinayak from Mumbai, we are not connected financially. But yes, any religious we have common ground. Our religious team talk to them, and we make sure everything is followed. And all the rituals and so because people it's a belief system of people,
Correct.
and asta we call it. We
Right.
want to keep it the proper and-
alive.
yes, alive.
So we'll come back to that topic of Astha, and like the rituals that you follow from replicating it from the actual temple.
Yes.
Let's keep that aside. First, let me try to understand from you, because you are the one having the vision of creating this
Right.
temple, right? Why Siddhivinayak? Why not some other temple? Why not a Shankar Bhagwan temple, or why not a Mataji temple? Why just Siddhivinayak?
There's couple of reason in USA. Since I am from Mumbai, right near Prabhade, I used to go to Siddhivinayak Temple. My parents used to go to Siddhivinayak Temple, so I'm totally connected with that. Yes, that's number one. Second was in USA. If you'll see, we have people from different areas. Some are from Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and also a lot of people believe in different god, like Swami Narayan. But Ganesh is the only god which we push. First, we start with prayer from Ganesha,
Right.
and then so we want to have a neutral. We started with Siddhivinayak Temple, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so your vision is to actually build all 1600 deities that are there in the Hindu religion, right?
Yeah,
Which is amazing, like and everybody would be aware that the second largest temple outside of India
yes,
is of course in New Jersey, which is Akshardham Temple.
Yes.
And now we are bringing the only second Siddhivinayak Temple in New Jersey, which is kudos to you guys. You guys are doing an amazing job
yes.
of bringing that
So
here.
Siddhivinayak Temple we already started, and but we are our plan of action is to have the same identical Siddhivinayak structure.
Okay.
So that's is coming next.
So you are trying to build the same exact temple that it looks in
Yes.
Dadar, Mumbai.
Dadar, Mumbai, that's our
same
goal.
It will look here.
Yes.
So how far are you in terms of building the temple?
Okay. So our initial temple is already built.
Okay.
It's already active since 2016. All the pujas and everything is going on. We have two priests. So now our next project, which is making same identical structure, so that is we are working on that right now.
So how far off you think of having that same identical, the actual feel of Siddhivinayak happening?
I would say a couple of more years.
More years?
Because we need to do a lot of fundraising, and we are already in touch with the architect of Siddhivinayak Temple, and also we are assigning one architect here. They both will come on us because we have to follow certain protocol here.
Right.
And so we are working on that part right now. Our construction team is working on that.
Okay. So good that you already have a team ready and actually working on the project.
Right.
Coming back to the question again, that why Siddhivinayak is important.
Okay. As you know, Siddhivinayak Temple, everybody, I'm from Mumbai, as I said. All the celebrities, all politicians, not only that, but every single person in Mumbai always go to Siddhivinayak Temple.
Okay.
And the name itself, which brings prosperity in your life and remove all the hurdles of your life. And what best it can be than having Siddhivinayak, nothing else.
Right. So I've also heard that Siddhivinayak is the only temple where the Ganpati Murti has a left-sided trunk, not a right-sided trunk. Or am I
Siddhivinayak, in Mumbai, it's a right-sided trunk.
right? And most of it are left-sided trunk.
Yes, and over here, uh, since we have to follow certain waves, we have to keep left side.
Okay, so you are trying to follow the rules and regulations of course keeping symmetry around the world for
Right.
that temple. But why in like what importance does this bring of having the trunk on a
Oh, yeah.
different direction? What importance does it bring?
It considered a very powerful source when trunk is at right side, but you have to follow a lot of ritual. You have to start all the aarti 5 a.m. And there is kakada aarti, and there is so many aartis we have to follow. So in Mumbai, it is possible to do that. In US, you cannot do that. And that's the reason we have a left side trunk.
Correct.
But it is giving the same power, same.
Right.
You don't have to go all the way to India. You can come here.
Understood. So, of course, if you don't have the full faith or the full manpower
Right.
of achieving every single second of what they do in the temple, it's better of keeping a generic Ganpati ideal and just have
Because they suggested the priest in the Siddivinayak Temple, because certain ritual has to be, you cannot, there is no alteration. And as you know, Ganpati Dada is little angry God also.
Of course.
We want to make sure
You don't
we
make them
follow
angry.
everything
right.
without any.
Right. And talking about the anger, of course, I am sure that being a trustee also would make you angry sometimes when the work doesn't fall at their place. Tell me, how did you become a trustee? Like, of course, I mean, I'm sure that it might be your dream coming from Mumbai, coming from a neighboring, like, is it safe to say that you are Ganpati Bappa's neighbor?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
I am like 15 minutes away from the.
100%. So like, from being a neighbor to bringing Ganpati Bappa as your kid and as a father
Right.
in this another country where, God is the only hope, right? Tell me, how did you become a trustee and how does that life brings in your own personal life?
To become a trustee, initial phase is very hard because people who become a trustee, they put their blood and soul to make this thing happen, because there are so many hurdles, there are so many things which you go through in US, and of course you have to work financially, mentally you have to plan out a lot of things, and you need more muscles.
Right.
So you have to be on all three M we call it.
3 Ms.
Muscles, mind, and
Money.
You have to have all three balance
Of course.
to become a trustee.
right. And then muscle and minds, of course, every individual has.
Right.
What about money? Where do money comes from?
Absolutely. We did a lot of promotion, and we went door to door and collect the donation and tell them this is what we want to do.
Right.
Why don't you become a trustee? Initial phase, if you become a trustee, your name will be always
Right.
always there, and also you can you can create a legacy. Everybody in their life, if you'll see, we come and go, but whatever legacy you create, it will stay.
Right.
So becoming a trustee is a big thing.
Right. Are you in the way of creating a legacy here?
That's my goal, absolutely. When somebody told me, when you die, people don't talk about how much money you left behind. They talk about what you give it to other people. what you did for others.
Amazing.
When you, if you see any eulogy speeches, everybody talks about this person was nice, this person did this. So whole life has to be focused that way.
Amazing. And it feels so good to know that there is somebody in this world who is selfless
Right.
and trying to achieve something for the community, not just for yourself.
Absolutely.
But that's your individuality, right?
Absolutely.
And I am sure that it's kudos to you, and you are very successful in your life with that. But you might also have a family behind you, right? Which might or might not resonate with your thought process, and which might they might have issues or might have had different ideologies from what you have. So how does that what's your day to day with your family in terms of your work and your time spent here?
Uh, no, you require your family support to achieve this kind of thing, because you are taking time away from them. Your kids and your wife or parents, 24/7 you are thinking about this. I would say I used to own retail stores, and I didn't go for more than 6 months doing this.
Right.
So you are every way you are taking time away from family. So they do get hurt, but they know this is a bigger cause,
Right.
and they supported me, and they also work with me to get this thing. So we were spending time in a way of building this temple together.
It's not just you, it's like your whole family basically.
Whole family got involved.
It's like you just creating your own house.
Yes.
Right? Apart from you, how many more trustees do we have in here?
When we started, we had a 12 trustee, then 16, and now we have 35.
Amazing. Can you name a few of them which are the most important ones? Of course, everybody is important for the future that is
Right.
coming in Tom's River, but just a few like
Absolutely.
yourself. Maybe there might be the few top ones.
Absolutely. The top one, I would say, we started with a few group of people, as I said, came together and think alike. Dr. Avinash Gupta, Jagat Mehta, Bhavesh Desai, we call it Suri Uncle, Dr. Suman Jain, Mr. Khichi, Dr. Bankim Shah. So those are the few people who really
Were the
24/7
pioneers.
they were available.
Amazing. So the pioneers were, of course, some good names. Give me one example of your day-to-day discussion between those group of people that you just named. One discussion that you would always have कि अरे यार ये तो होना ही चाहिए था और ये हम कर ही रहे हैं और आज ये हमारा विजन और हम यहाँ पहुँच रहे हैं, तो ये हमने एक दिन बैठ के सोचा था और आज हो रहा है. तो what was that one thought?
Oh boy, there are a lot of thoughts, but one thought when we had like 300 family in the town, and only 10% people were with us. You are talking impossible thing. Who can allow you to open a Siddivinayak Temple? These are impossible tasks.
Right.
And I said, I picked up the bag and I went to India and talked with the trustee. I said, I don't want to give up.
Right.
This is a dream, and I'm going to make it happen.
Right.
So those are the thing. Like people were little iffy about it, that we are talking impossible,
Right.
and we have to make it possible. That was the
From being iffy to now seeing the actual temple happening.
right.
Amazing. How is the part from Siddhivinayak, the actual Siddhivinayak? Like you've spoken about this a couple of times, that you had discussion with the trustees in Siddhivinayak,
Right.
and you've taken their permissions, and of course you have their team working with you to build this
Yes.
this and come in the journey as well. So take us to a conversation that you would have or you have done with them. How did you reach out to them, and what is their role in building this temple here?
In 2012, I visited the Mumbai Siddivinayak Temple. I met with Mr. Praveen Naik. He was trustee there at that time. Siddivinayak Temple is under the government. So he was at that time trustee. and he said, let's make this happen. This is the unique thing, and I would fully support you.
Okay.
So, so we found somebody who will be on the ground of Siddivinayak Temple right there, and other part we have to do it over here. So he arranged everything for us. He himself is architect also.
Okay.
So he allowed people from for the murti makers and everybody to take the pictures and make sure it's the same identical same patthar, all detail
Correct.
from that temple. He helped us,
Okay.
including getting murti sponsor, also helping us to get the kalash from the Siddivinayak Temple. So on Mumbai part, he helped us connecting all the priests to the our religious team.
Right.
So all those little work he finished it.
So there is one person there being your pioneer in
Yes.
India, helping the whole team here.
Whole team here.
Amazing, and that's how I think this grows, right? I mean, how does the culture comes to a different country?
Absolutely.
Only one person needs to have that vision.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So is he helping you with finances as well, or is he just like, okay, I'm trying to help you with things that would work for the temple?
Right. Finance is we are not affiliated with them.
Okay.
It's a government owned right now, so they are not. They are doing all the good work over there. They have a whatever money they get in. They have the dialysis center. For 100 rupees, they do dialysis, and other divorcee. They give them money to survive. Books for kids and all that good thing they do over there, but they say we cannot finance you here to build the temple. You have to collect your own money.
Nice.
From USA, and of course people came forward, and here we were able to build the temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the ideal of Ganpati Bappa already here, or is it still in
no,
the
no.
process of building?
No, we already have temple.
Okay.
Idol is here. Everything is running since 2016.
Okay.
Now the second phase, this was a phase one. So now we are building, our planning to build phase two, which is same identical structure
Okay.
of Siddivinayak Temple,
Okay.
Prabhadevi.
You have the temple running.
Running temple,
Running,
yes.
running temple.
Yes, yes.
So all you're doing is just reconstructing the temple into actually replicating
Yes.
the temple from Mumbai.
Yes, that's
How
our
big
goal.
of a temple are we making here?
Our goal is to around 5,000 square feet of temple, Gabare area, and people can stand and pray.
Okay.
Community center will be separate.
What do you mean by a community center?
There are a lot of in our religious event where people come together. Mahashivratri is coming this week. So there are a lot of Diwali, all this.
So like a
Ram Navami,
small gathering area where
right.
you would have maybe some food time,
Yes.
like when Ganesh Chaturthi happens, you have some festivals happening.
That's a
you
big
can
thing.
celebrate
Ganesh
all of
Chaturthi,
that.
yes.
Amazing. When the temple gets ready, right? When it's ready, what are we expecting in terms of? Are we expecting money to flow in? Are we expecting deities to come? Or are we expecting every culture to just come and visit and just say Ganpati Bappa Moria? What are we expecting?
This is for the devotees. We have 35 trustees, and our goal is to provide platform so people can come in, pray, ask for their wishes. There is no money flow. Only we require money to run the temple, pay the priest, and build the whatever future generation. We want to give them some religious educations and all those classes and everything. That way we can keep our culture alive. That's our goal.
So since that you are saying that you want to keep that future alive, right? You want to keep the culture alive for our future, for our generation that are just getting birth or are in their teenage, who know nothing about India.
Yes.
Maybe their parents might have not taken them to India ever.
Yes.
But they just know about, okay, I am a Hindu.
Yes.
And this is my God.
Yeah.
Of course, as you just mentioned that you have educational classes and all that going on. Give me some details of what are we doing at a daily basis to promote the Hindu culture, specifically the Ganpati Bappa, Siddhivinayak importance to the next generation?
Right. We do all the events, religious as well as cultural. Our goal when we started, we said like mandir and more. More means we are going to do other activities that can help younger generation to come in. So we have to do some of the religious as well as some cultural activity that can create the interest in the young generation.
Right.
And that's what we are doing right now. And a lot of social media, email marketing. I should not use marketing, but email.
Of course, why not, right? I mean, in today's world, you do need marketing to
Right.
promote, and of course, even a temple is a brand,
Right.
right? It's a temple is a temple, but at the end of the day, if you do not market, nobody knows
Nobody
where the
knows.
temple
Right.
is, right?
Right.
If we hear about Akshardham, the biggest temple outside
Right.
India is in New Jersey, right? If they didn't market about that, nobody would have
Nobody
known,
would have done. Yes.
right? So there is no harm to say that it's a marketing
Yes,
strategy,
absolutely.
which is okay.
Yeah.
You know, and in today's world, looking at the youngster using TikTok, Instagram, you know, of course, a YouTube platform does help for them to be aware
Aware. Right.
that okay, there is a temple here as well that we can resonate to.
Yes.
And if I am from Mumbai, my deity is Siddhivinayak Ganpati Bappa. If I have had my childhood going every Tuesday to Siddhivinayak, and being in America, if I don't have anything, I don't mind traveling to wherever the temple would be, you know, at least once a month, if not every Tuesday.
Absolutely. Yes.
Talking about traveling, how far Tom's River is from major cities, and how is your mandir helping in terms of the travel?
Mandir don't have any. They have to travel by bus or by. There is no railway connection, so they have to drive. That's the only way they can connect.
Okay.
How far in the sense from New York it takes us 1.5 hour,
Okay.
and from Atlantic City is 40 minutes.
Okay.
So it's right in the center of New York and Atlantic
So
City.
is it okay to say that it is closer to Philadelphia city?
Exactly 1 hour from Philly.
Exactly 1 hour.
So, right in the circle, right in the
correct.
center.
So are we doing anything for the for people that do not have transportation? Are we doing anything for them that comes from a far place?
We don't have any plan right now, but that's a good thought. I can talk in our.
Of course, you know,
executive board.
like, you know, because me myself, I was a student at a point.
Right.
Me myself, I didn't had a car at a point.
Right.
Right. So I had to rely on either public transportation or have somebody, okay, भाई तू जा रहा है मेरे को भी लेके जा.
Right.
You know, so if you're doing such a big thing in this country, you know, for promoting the temple, promoting Siddhivinayak,
Right.
you should think of, you know, there should be one bus on a specific occasion that is coming from New York City, you know, stopping in these four places. And
Places. That's a great idea.
that
and-
helps you bring more people to your temple.
Absolutely.
You know, and then you can say it's not good to use marketing. It's better to just bring in,
Absolutely.
right?
No, that's a great suggestion, and we never thought of it. But thank you.
So good. You know, that's why we are podcasters, right?
Yes.
Amazing. Sir, tell me something more about this temple, sir, that I don't know, that my viewers don't know, sir.
This is the only first temple out of India, number one, which we already discussed, located in Tom's River, but and also during summertime, a lot of traveler comes because it's a shore area, so they can enjoy. They come into the temple, then they take their family to the shore area,
Right.
enjoy their vacation. So it's win-win situation for everybody.
Correct. So let's not get there first. You know, let's not get there to becoming a winner right now. After the Ganpati festival, on the day of the Visarjan, since that you guys are at the shore, are you also allowing the murtis to be done the Visarjan in the water? Are we doing that?
Yes, we are doing it because it's eco-friendly murti.
Okay.
And yes, we have permission to do that.
Okay.
And we get a lot of people together, and it's just an amazing celebration.
Right, amazing. So to know this, that outside India, where there are a lot of rules and regulations that
Yes.
we have to follow, people not allowing, of course, murtis and stuff to be gone in the water, and
Right.
you taking permissions and doing that,
Right.
people would definitely think of coming to your to
Absolutely.
the temple. One last question, right? Siddhivinayak is known for being multicultural, at the same time promoting the Hindu dharma. And from this, what I mean is, Siddhivinayak Temple does not stop you if you are a Muslim, if you are a Christian, if you are a Sikh, if you are a Isai.
Yes.
What is the rules in our temple, sir?
It's open for everybody. Basically, everybody come to Shri Ganpati Dada to ask for something. Everybody has a problem in their life. Something is there, and they try to come and ask for forgiveness or something that can put their life at the next level. Somebody wants promotion, they said, hey, God, help me with that. Or somebody want their prosperity in their life. If somebody's work is stuck, they come there.
Right.
I meet so many people and I hear so many stories, especially if somebody is going through any kind of medical treatment. I always see them and ask God to.
Right.
So
it's open.
It feels so good when people come and do that thing, and
Right.
and we all pray. Okay, hopefully
Things would become
things
good for
become
you.
better for that person.
So all you need to be a human
Yes.
to come to the temple, not a devil. Even a devil would become a human, right?
Yes.
And as we come to our ending of our podcast, this one line just stuck into my mind, that it's a sukha karta and dukha harta,
Yes.
right? That we are bringing to New Jersey,
Yes.
and we're trying to promote it across America.
Yes.
And if you would like to take a second, look into our main camera, and give that one line that would encourage every person watching this video to come to this temple, no matter how far this temple is, and at least once, whenever it is ready, to come and enjoy the beauty outside of India, please.
Absolutely. As he said, first of all, Ganpati Bappa Moria. I want everybody to know the temple is already open. We are building a new temple which is identical as a Prabhadevi Shree Siddhivinayak Temple. The structure will be like that. So I want everybody to come and enjoy and also pray together. Community who pray together, stay together. And that's what I want to say. Jai Shri Siddhivinayak. I will be seeing you there. Thank you.
Amazing, Parthiv Bhai. It was wonderful having you here with us. Once again, guys, this is MB Talks with your host, Suraj Mehta. Do subscribe, like, follow, and share it with your friends. See you at another one.
एवरी मंथ सत्यनारायण भगवान की पूजा होती है, सुंदरकांड होता है, एवरी फ्राइडे भजन होता है. तो हम सब में वॉलंटियरिंग कर रहे हैं और सबका साथ भी मिल रहा है.
हमारे सिद्धिविनायक टेम्पल लास्ट 13 ईयर से है और अभी नया कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है. तो हम लोग ज़्यादा प्लेस मिलेगी उससे हमको, और हम यहाँ पे बच्चों के लिए गुरुकुल भी चलवाते हैं.
और हमारे यहाँ सब रिलीजियस इवेंट बहुत धूमधाम से मनाते हैं, और सब रिलीजियस इवेंट में बहुत ज़्यादा लोग आ रहे हैं.
All religious activities are done based on our Vedas, and we maintain as much as possible all details of what we are supposed to do. Please come and visit in Toms River, New Jersey. We are Siddivinayak Temple.
हम टॉम्स रिवर सिद्धिविनायक टेम्पल से हैं, और हमारे यहाँ के पंडित जी श्री गणेश प्रसाद ओझा जी सारे कार्यक्रम बहुत विधि विधान से बहुत अच्छे से करते हैं. तो हम आप लोगों से आग्रह करेंगे कि आप लोग टॉम्स रिवर में सिद्धिविनायक टेम्पल में पधारिए.
I actively participate in volunteering many activities. Our temple gives us a platform for engaging all community events. We do a lot of festivals and celebrations in the temple.
वेतन जो आता है वो लेते हैं, दिखाते हैं और उसके रिसीव देते हैं, और मंदिर का विकास के लिए हम प्रचार भी करते हैं।
और मैं 8 साल से इधर आ रहा हूँ, वॉलंटियर कर रहा हूँ। तो सिद्धिविनायक टेम्पल के लिए मैं सबको प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि सभी लोग आए और अपना कीमती टाइम इधर दे और मंदिर में आकर सब इवेंट में ज्वाइन होके फिर उनका विकास करने की कोशिश करें।
जब हमने 2012 में ये लैंड एक्वायर किया था, उसके बाद हमारा पार्थिव भैया इंडिया गए थे और उन्होंने वहाँ से परमिशन ली थी और वहाँ से परमिशन लेके यहाँ आए थे। बाद में जब मंदिर बन गया तब उन लोगों ने वहाँ से सेम रेप्लिका भेजा।
It is now getting to the point that lot of events are happening. All the functions are very well attended by a lot of devotees around the town. Not just Tom's River, but many people come from far away.
We encourage all the devotees to come and visit our temple and take blessing from Lord Shree Siddhivinayak.
भगवान सिद्धिविनायक का मंदिर आज से ही भक्तजनों के सहयोग से सुदृढ़ रूप से और सुचारू रूप से अति सुंदर चल रहा है।